Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm looking to do a little series here, which I'm pretty excited about. So hopefully, you will find some value in this. This is a little bit of a sales pitch, sort of in the value of the Pack Bootcamp. You guys know that I've been kind of learning to trade for the last 3 years. Really started hitting some good legs over the last year, and now feeling like I'm actually coming out, and I'm going to start possibly posting a lot more stuff on social media in my Discord about how I'm trading and the stuff that I'm doing. But before I get into that, I want to do a little series, which is what this is going to be, about some of the tools and resources that are available in the Pack trading group, and specifically the boot camp, and how you can kind of unlock some pretty key habits, some pretty key knowledge, and marry some really cool tools, stats, and resources with your trading style. And this can be really useful for brand new traders, for seasoned traders alike, to help bring you to the next level of your game where you can start seeing some more consistency. Whether you're already got some consistency and want to just maybe increase your lots or your contracts that you're spending in order to get more money out of what you're doing, or whether it's diversifying your portfolio so you can hedge your risk a little bit, whether it's algo trading, which we're going to actually get into soon inside the pack. All these different things that I think will be very, very useful for you. And specifically, this series is going to be it's going to be small videos just on each tool that I feel very strongly about can add a lot of value to your trading mechanism, to help you see a little bit behind the scenes of what happens in the boot camp, and hopefully allow you to see how that would benefit you. And then hopefully in turn, obviously, there's some sales mechanics in that. I would love to see you in the boot camp. There is a boot camp starting right now. Saturday will be the first day. There's boot camps happening every quarter, so there's no rush to this. But if you do find value right away, and if a lot of these videos that I talk to you about speak to you, then please do join. The links are down below as usual, and all that jazz. So thank you very, very much for joining me. This is the Daily Profiler. This is usually you save the best for last. I'm actually starting with what I think one of the most powerful tools that we have inside the boot camp and the pack, and that's the Daily Profiler. So the idea of this is aligning the price action now with some data of the past, and then using that tool to help either turn on longs or false, or turn off technically longs or false, to help you make better decisions as you're going, or to help you wait for certain things to happen in order to help you find a place for a trade that's maybe more impactful than the trades that you're taking. So getting better entries, or getting more sound entries that have better data behind them. So a lot of different things in that. There is so much to this tool. I'm not going to show you all the screens. Not that you can really steal any of the data. You really need the whole tool to make it work. But as you can see right now, it's filtering 4,499 days of data to create these little moves up and down through the different markets. So for instance, starting with Asia, you're going to see as you change things here, it's going to give you a different layout of how that day is going to look, based on what happens, and where these defining moments are individual to what happens. And you'll learn how to use this tool and what defines a long and a short and all that stuff, by using your chart. So on my chart, for example, here I have this example that I'm going to show you. This was a random day I took. I promise you it was a random day. It's not going to fit exactly with the layout that I'm going to show you, but it's just to kind of show you the power of this and to help you define what direction you should be going throughout a day. So as you can see, the day is already played out now. If I was to rewind this and move it earlier on, New York 2 would be blanked out. If I went before 6 o'clock, New York 1 would be blanked out, and so on and so forth. So we're going to enter some data in here. Short, false, broken. Short, false, broken. And then short, true, broken. You don't need to know what any of this means. It's just an illustration right now of how powerful this can be. And then I'm going to say we're going to confirm short. So at some point during the day, during the morning, we will confirm short on New York, and then it will tell us that during New York 1, this is what we could be looking for. And then as we get more data, for instance, as the day rolls on, we would find out that we're going to be short. There's other things even in this whereby we know, even at the start of New York 1, we know the probability of us going short or true, which again, really important once you know the information. A lot of this is going to go over anybody's head, but hopefully you get the gist of how much value this tool can add to how you're trading, and when you get the confirmations of these, how it should turn on and off things. So when we go short on New York, I'm already looking potentially at us going false, even if we haven't gone false yet. So oftentimes I will automatically key this in, and then it'll give me an even clearer picture to where we're at. And as you can see, we now only have 67 days that these lines are creating for us. We call this the green pill and the red pill. So based on these wiggles on the chart, we now have 67 different wiggles that we're kind of creating a median high and a medium low for. And again, there's a lot more to this. I can repeat that 100 times. And so what I've done is I've taken that chart and I've transposed it onto this chart. And as you can see, with all the wiggles and stuff, we actually, I mean, we do fight between them and sometimes hit the tops and sometimes hit bottoms, but then we get a pattern where we're kind of running along the red pill. And as you can see, even that spike down that we had, we could have seen that potentially coming before it happens based on what was happening. Like anything in this space, you don't want to use this as a gospel, as a Bible, but it gives you at least some things to see. And then when you see that spike down, maybe that's your point based on what kind of trading profile you set up for yourself. Maybe that's the point that you decide, you know what, I'm going to take along because I'm seeing this kind of rejection off of that low a day. And so that could give you an opportunity to kind of go, you know what, I really like how this has come down. It's almost touched the P12 low again. You'll understand what all of these things mean when you actually start trading with us. Okay, maybe it's time to take a short or a long, sorry, and then you can ride that up kind of thing. And based on this, there's a lot more to this whole program than that, but the idea is there. And then once we get to New York 2, which is your 12 o'clock kind of time frame, again, we have this lined up on 12 o'clock. That's the 12 o'clock on the printout. And once we start adding more data to our guy here, and now we go to, sorry. Whoops, wrong one. Yeah, there we go. Now I had this over here. That's what I should have done. So now once we add more data to this and we do false and broken, again, you'll know what all that means. And then we confirm for the afternoon short. We don't necessarily know if it's false or not. This is what we kind of see for the pattern for the afternoon. And then we bring that in here. And although it doesn't necessarily marry it up 100%, you do see that there's definitely some downturn potentially here that we're going to take advantage of. So when it hits the high a day, which is what this has just done, we can then again look at turning on shorts and then start riding some of this downturn. Yes, it ends up telling us that in the most part on those 94, actually we probably have less now, on those, sorry, back over to here, my bad, on the daily profiler when we go back here. Now that we've limited this and we go short true, we're down to 8 filtered days, but you can see that it ends up basically doing that. And so you've turned on your shorts and away you go kind of thing with your trading. So it's just a really neat way to help you limit your trades or be more patient to wait for the right trade as you're going through things to help you not take a lot of those paper cuts you might take as a trader oftentimes. So hopefully you see the value in this. This, like I said, is just one of a few tools. I'll do another couple of videos kind of like this, the same style, just to kind of show you the value. You can go through this tool and put these on your chart and you will be absolutely baffled how many of them end up riding these lines or at least giving you a guide. Again, you don't want to trade it like a Bible, but it does let you turn off shorts, for instance, when you know you're confirming this kind of downturn. A lot of times people might be trying to buy this and keep buying the rips to go up kind of thing. But there's a place where these get turned off. And if you keep trying to catch that falling knife to try and get that rebound thinking it's going to go back to the daily highs, you can burn your accounts really darn quick. So by having this tool in your tool belt, it can help you guide you to turning off those options and not trying to take as many paper cuts as you normally do. And again, there's so many more uses to this tool. I've really just given you kind of the icing on the cake, but there's so much inside this website, like probabilities of when we're going to hit these different lines that we're talking about with, again, a lot of data behind it and all kinds of different things like that. So I don't like to gatekeep stuff necessarily and whatnot, but I just don't want to give away all the sauce. And I think there's just a lot of value in just showing you what I've shown you in this tool, knowing that there's other things behind it like the daily levels, which are all those lines and the probabilities behind those lines. Specifically the New York levels as our day evolves and whether we're going to hit these lines at the upper bottom side and what the probabilities are behind them to help you set a trading style for that. It can be useful for any type of trading style, which is what's so cool about this. We have people from ICT, from DR, from all these different courses coming and taking this course and realizing the value of not being married to a certain trading style like ICT, but allowing the data to confirm what you're seeing on the charts based on your ICT mindset and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully you found a lot of value in this. Please like and subscribe if you could for my videos, because I will be starting to become a little bit more active, and especially on the trading side, which I think is a great way for you guys to create income for yourself, either passively using algos or not passively using actual trading to help subsidize your day-to-day job. And you can do a lot of these things around times that work for you, whether it's in the morning trading, because you're going to see patterns that we create with this data that really helps you hone no matter when you're trading and allow you to take profits from the market with that information. So thanks again, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, and look forward to seeing you on the next video.